Assalamu alaikum viewers. In the first lecture, I will explain what is mole, how we can calculate the number of moles. If mass is given in grams, if mass is given in milligrams, or if mass is given in kilograms. But today, I will explain the calculation of number of moles. If the moles are given in the balanced chemical equation, or if the masses of elements are given in the balanced chemical equation. So my topic is calculating the number of moles from balanced chemical equation. In order to explain this topic, I will take the very important reaction N2 plus 3H2 give us 2NH3. We know that this reaction is reversible, but I want to explain the calculations. Suppose we have 10 moles of nitrogen and we want to calculate how many moles of hydrogen are required, how many moles of ammonia are produced from 10 moles of nitrogen. This is my question. Actually, there are two questions. How many moles of hydrogen are required to react with 10 moles of nitrogen? How many moles of ammonia will be produced from 10 moles of nitrogen? These are very important calculations, and I will explain in very simple way. In order to solve this question, I will use the comparison method. In comparison method, first of all, I will relate these two, nitrogen and hydrogen. In this numerical, number of moles of hydrogen are given, and I want to calculate the number of moles of hydrogen. So I will write hydrogen on right side and nitrogen on left side. This is the basic rule of comparison method. Next point is, according to balanced chemical equation, 1 mole of nitrogen react with 3 moles of hydrogen. So in first step, we will write the number of moles from balanced chemical equation. In this equation, 1 mole of nitrogen is given, 3 moles of hydrogen are given. So 1 mole of nitrogen will produce 3 moles of hydrogen, and in our numerical, 10 moles of nitrogen are given, and I want to calculate the number of moles of hydrogen. So I will use the comparison method. Nitrogen on left hand side, hydrogen on right hand side, and after this we can easily solve by cross multiplication. In cross multiplication, simply I will use 1 into x is equal to 10 into 3. So x is equal to 30 moles. And x is the number of moles of hydrogen. So our answer will be number of moles of H2. It will be equal to 30 moles. This is the first part. Now I will explain the second part. In second part, I want to calculate the number of moles of ammonia. So I will write ammonia on right hand side, and the moles of N2 are given. I will write N2 on left hand side. This is the basic rule. The substance whose moles are given, we will write on left hand side, and the substance whose moles have to find out, I will write on the right hand side. According to Well's chemical equation, 1 mole of nitrogen produces 2 moles of ammonia, and we have 10 moles of nitrogen. By using the same method, I will write the x. So 1x, 1 into x is equal to 10 into 2. X will be equal to 20 moles. So 20 moles of number of moles of NH3, it will be equal to 20 moles. So this is a very simple technique. If the number of moles of one substance is given, we can calculate the number of moles of all other substances by using comparison method. I will take another example in order to explain this method. The other example is Al plus O2 give us Al2O3. In order to balance this equation, this is the balanced chemical equation. Now my question is, how many moles of O2 are required to produce 20 moles of Al2O3? How many moles of O2 are required? I will write O2 on right hand side. To produce 20 moles of Al2O3, I will write Al2O3 on left hand side. This is the basic principle of comparison method. Now I will solve. According to Bell's chemical equation, if 2 moles of aluminium oxide are produced, then 3 moles of aluminium will be used. And we have 20 moles in the numerical. So 20 moles, we will write x. 2x is equal to 20 into 3 by cross multiplication. X will be equal to 20 into 3, 60 divided by 2. It is equal to 30 moles. These are the moles of oxygen which are required to produce 20 moles of aluminium oxide.